Hello, everyone. I'm living in Canada. I've been living in Canada for almost 20 years. A couple of days ago, I checked CPP, Canada Pension Plan, so-called Canada Pension Plan, which is shit. I confirmed my monthly payment from CPP organization, but I'm not happy because the amount is small. Today, I'm going to talk about a couple of Canadian problems. These kind of problems, when you talk about these kind of problems with other Canadians, particularly white Canadians, they might say to you, "Oh, if you don't like Canada, you go back to your country, God damn it!" You see? I'm sure they say so. Their hate crimes are on the rise. Extremes on the rise in Alberta, reports say. I'm not talking about Alberta, God damn it! All of the Canada, the cities where lots of white people live, or one single people live, such as native people or other Asian people, whatever, what kind of a creature it is, there is a hate crime. These hate crimes absolutely appear in Canada everywhere. You know why? Because there is an education problem, or common sense problem, or what I'm saying is really basic things. Real basic things which support human civilization. But hate crimes really against the human civilization. In Asia, Confucianism is all over the place, particularly in ancient times. Asian cultures are based on Confucianism. Confucianism is based on respect among people. First of all, you have to respect your parents and seniors, and then seniors and parents will love you. That kind of a loving relationship. That kind of rules apply to other people. I mean foreigners, other color people. But they didn't follow properly. They didn't follow the rules properly. I mean, they means Chinese or Koreans or other Asian people. They didn't follow Confucian rules properly. So when the Europeans came to Asia, Confucian people, Chinese and Koreans, they thought the Europeans are animals, not humans. So they disparage them, ignore them, particularly they ignore their behavior of not respecting seniors, behavior like shit. So that's why they consider them as monsters, beasts, whatever you think, bad. Anyway, the hate crimes here in Canada basically came from wrong education, from the elementary school to the university education. I'm not sure they teach you have to respect your parents with your all heart. By all means, you have to respect seniors with all your heart, with all your mind. I don't think so, because I can hear that a couple of homeless senior people in Alberta were kicked by the young Canadians, white Canadians, on the street, Alberta, particularly Calgary, in wintertime. So some of them killed by the young people. That kind of a situation can tell me that the education of Canada is a kind of a shit. You know, shit. Stinky shit. When I talk about this kind of a thing in public, they said, if you don't like Canada, you go back to your country! They don't want to learn from other people. They are so obstinate, so stubborn. They are very, very stupid, moronic mentality. Also, these kind of things, complaint is based on my experience too. When I'm living in Ontario, Mississauga, I experienced one stupid situation in my entire life, offended by the young kids. Of course, they are stupid in schools. Their grade, their marks is very low, just like rapscallions or rascals or gangsters like that. They became gangsters in Mississauga. I was having a sweet coffee in Tim Horton near Mississauga supermarket, and alone, beside me there were two kids. They looked like 4th grade elementary school nearby, and then I had a chance to talk to them. I talked to them a little bit about the weather and something like that. They didn't answer my questions or anything. They didn't smile. They just look at me as if they look at some kind of animal. So I told them, don't look at me like that. No, I didn't tell them. I just refrained from telling me like that. Don't look at me like that. Anyway, after drinking coffee, I went to my car. I drove around the corner. I was in the main street. And then I found those two kids jumping over my car and then yelling at me. I couldn't hear what they're saying, but they yelled at me and jumping on my car and tried to kick my car. There were lots of people around them in the street. The street was busy. I thought, are they normal? I thought to myself, are they normal, or they are crazy, or are they white animals, or what? What kind of animals are they? I laughed a little bit, and they jumped all over the places like animals, and then yelling at me, and then looks like a quintessential Canadian kids. I saw quintessential. You know, that's the proper word. I saw quintessential Canadian kids. Maybe they came from Eastern European countries or originate from Eastern European countries whose ancestors came from Caucasian mountains or somewhere. They acted like Neanderthal human beings or something like that. Exactly what they did was, what were they doing was Caucasian animals on the Caucasian mountains near the Albania or Turkish areas. Anyway, those two white stupid kids were jumping over the street fence over my car. I just laughed and then I thought they must be crazy. They needed some kind of mental help. Anyway, I just drove away, leaving behind them. But they looked at me, yelling at me, and then anything they want to do to me. Stupid Canadian kids. These kind of things means they don't respect seniors or elders. They are so individual. Here, Alberta, hate crimes appear to be on the rise in Alberta, with the province becoming home to a number of extreme movements, according to a draft report obtained by CTV News. Particularly here in Canada. Alberta, stupid country, stupid province. Here in Kamsack too? Hey, man. The mind of people here really weird. They say, I never seen some kind of event where different peoples hang around together, talking each other. I never seen some kind of event where people can hang around talking about something and then for good relationship with other peoples. I've been living here for 17 years, almost 10 years, right? 10 years. I never seen any single event where people can socialize together, talking each other. But there was I saw one event nearby railway. It was a total one single ethnic group event, white people event. I couldn't see any Asian or native people there. They're all white, old people hanging around, talking each other like that. The township office is a problem, This office is occupied by all white people. They don't think about that kind of a thing. The thing where people can talk to each other, socialize each other for, good communication or good culture event like that. They don't think that way because their mind already set up inside their mind. Their mind is set up. They are, which means I say it is a moronic situation. Morons. They are morons. They don't think about other culture. They only think about white supremacy culture. Moronic culture. They don't think. Canada is said in mosaic society, but actually it is not mosaic. It's a white society. It's a white supremacy society. Other peoples are not included. But they say, oh, you are included, but actually it is not included. Oh, terrible. And people say, then why you live in Canada? Oh, I say, oh, that's okay, I don't think about other people. I don't think about other culture. I only think about air. Clean air. That's one thing I try to seek in Canada. I don't think about other things. I already sick and tired of looking at those kinds of hate crimes or other stupid moronic behaviors conducted by other stupid moronic kids here in Canada. I don't think about those things. Only I think about air. A couple of months ago, I met ICMP officers There too. I have never seen color RCMP officer in Kamsak or other cities. There are many native people here in Kamsak, but I have never seen RCMP officer, native RCMP officer in Kamsak or other Asian RCMP officer in Kamsak. All white RCMP officers. When you call for help, they don't come because you are not white people. You are color people, they don't come. Even though they come, they complain, saying, "Why did you call me? Eh? Why did you call me?" If you are not white people, you don't need to call ICMP because they don't come. Eh? Even though they come, they complain. "Why did you call me? I'm busy. Why do you call me?" Like that. Is it normal or not? It is not normal. That's why Asian people don't come Kamsak. All the people from other provinces, other areas, coming to Kamsak are white people. Also, that's why the town Kamsak is dying. When you go downtown, small downtown Main Street, one side building all compartments empty. The other side, 80% all filled up. But one side compartment row, the building, all empty. Is being crumbled. Being crumbled. This town has no industry. Only agricultural lands around here. There is no industry around here. This is a senior retirement town. Seems like. Terrible. And also, this town is very noisy place. Noisy. Every sunny days, people running the lawnmowers in summertime. Boom, 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 boom. All over the places. North, south, west, east. All of the places, from all of the directions, a lot of noise coming. They run their machines, gas operated lawnmower machines, bum 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 bum. That kind of a noise will make people crazy. You stupid Kamsak people, crazy. That's why people dying here. That's why people here are dying earlier than they are expected. Because of air pollution from gas machine, exhaust, air pollution. You mean, you think, what come? How come there are air pollution in countryside like that? No, I'm talking about the air pollution from the gas machine exhaust pipes. Boom, 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 boom. You smell bad. Those kind of things and their mental situations make people crazy, and then they die earlier than they are expected. I see lots of people die earlier and not die of smoking or cancers. They die earlier here than back in my country. And the funeral service officers are business booming. And then another thing is, the number of houses are decreasing. The number of houses in Kamsak is decreasing. Last year, 3 houses were burned down. I don't know what about burned down. 3 houses were burned down. Most of the houses almost empty, which means no people living houses, many houses are empty, empty houses. Oh man, lots of stupid stray animals look around. Lots of stray animals go inside and poop and defecation going on around the places. And a lot of houses are empty and are crumbling. But property tax is not cheap. It's almost the same level of the city of Windsor in Ontario. Public service is so stupid bad here, but property tax is higher than any other town or rural areas. That's no good. I asked why property tax is so high. They said, house prices went up. When high price went down, you're gonna decrease the property tax? No! That's stupid! That's one. Their theory, their logic about the property tax is very stupid. Out of a question. Unbelievable. Incredibly stupid. You know what I'm saying? So I talk to my friends in my country. Don't come to Canada! If you come to Canada, you lose your everything. And then they don't welcome you. Oh, they don't welcome you, really. Don't come to Canada. Why you come to Canada? You stay there and then you spend your life there. Just traveling Canada is okay, but thinking about living here? Oh, don't even think about it because you're going to lose everything and then you're going to strip you off everything. And then finally, you're going to damage your mind. So don't come to Canada. For me, I've been living here. For me, I made a big mistake, which is coming to Canada. For me, I'm living in almost 20 years, So I already get used to it. I am used to everything here in Canada. I react very aggressively. That's why I can live here. But others who try to come to Canada don't even think about it. And then you don't need to come to Canada. Canadian dollar is very cheap. Every day they're going down. There is no job here. The only thing you can do is spending your own money, and then after 2 years you will be broke and you going back to your country with nothing, and then your parents will blame you. Why you come? Don't come to Canada. Don't even think about it, This is not a place so you can live. Oh, winter? Cold? Don't even think about it. There are a couple of enemies here in Canada. Number one enemy is property tax. Property tax. Tax is everywhere, so high. Public tax everywhere, so high. You have to try to do your every effort to reduce your tax in tax report season. Tax. And the second of all is discrimination. Everywhere. Discrimination is everywhere. You cannot hide that kind of mentality here in Canada. Everywhere. Number third, it's cold. Winter is very cold! God damn it! Minus 50! You cannot go outside. Within 10 seconds, you will be frozen like a brick. When somebody hits you, you will be crushed. Winter is so cold. Even in late spring, even in April or May, you can see snow. You can see snow. Also, you cannot enjoy your gardening because the winter is long. Summer is very short. I think summer is 4 months or something. The warm days, 4 months. Actually, 1 month is May, June, July, August, a little bit September, August, 4 months. 4 months. 8 months, the rest of the year, 8 months, cold. Cold. You need to have wood furnace, or you have to spend more money for your heating system. Cold. Cold. And fourth problem is there is no public transportation here in Canada. 2 years ago there was, but they removed it. They destroyed it. They changed the system in order to pay their salary without change. In order to maintain their own salary amount, they removed it. They removed public transportation. They removed the public convenience in order to prevent a deficit, which means in order to maintain their own salary, they killed the public transportation. So if you do not have your personal transportation, you seems like as if you're living in the middle of the desert. You cannot go anywhere. You're living in the one spot without movement until you get your personal transportation. So almost every family first priority is confirming their personal transportation. Otherwise, you cannot move around. You just stay in one place like a rock. So every household has a car. Every house has a car. I think this Kamsack small town population is less than 2,000 something. But sometimes when I go down Main Street, there are so many cars lined up. If there is a business booming up there, I feel I can understand it. But there is no business booming down there. They just park their car everywhere. I think sometimes I said the number of cars parked in the Main Street is larger than the number of people hanging around there. Sometimes I can feel so. I see so many cars, and then they say boom 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 boom. You see boom 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 boom. Idling boom 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 boom. I'm working on my computer now, but this place is very stupid. It's not economical. It's not economical. It's moronic economy. Moronic. It's not economical. There are a couple of my neighbor around here. I watched how do they live. How they live. One guy. I think one guy is the job location around inside the town. The town is small, so the radius of the town is maximum 200 meter, 300 meter, less than 500 meter anyway. He has a truck to go to job location every day. Early in the morning, he got up, he drove his car 500 meter. And then afterward, he come back driving his car 500 meters. So he drove only 1 kilometer a day. But he has a truck, which means stupid. I never experienced. Of course, he has a truck, so he can drive everywhere he wants. It is a democratic country. But as long as I understand this, as I said before, they are not economical. They are not economical. They don't think about some kind of economy. The Canadian education made them so. but their life seems to me their life is not organized. They are not thinking normally. They they think they respect their custom, but to me is not reasonable thinking. He only drives 1 kilometer drive every day. The big truck, I think you go $40,000, $60,000 something. The car, big truck. Only one person driving that truck, and then he drove the 1 kilometer every day. It's a waste of money, but to me, it's some kind of waste of money. He has to pay insurance. I'm not thinking about gas because he drives 1 kilometer a day, so gas price for him is very low. But insurance, he has to pay insurance because every day he has to drive insurance and car maintenance, something like that. I don't know how much his salary is, but he's a simple laborer. Anyway, I don't understand his economy. I don't understand. From my common sense, I totally don't understand his common sense. There are many kinds of those kinds of people here. I never seen some people who are very economical. Oh, there are some. There are some. I saw one household has what is this? Solar panel to generate electricity. I saw 2 households solar panel. They are very economic. I think they are economic because just because they use solar power. Other than that, most of people are stupid here. Stupid. Economically stupid, And then fifth enemy. It's okay. I'm gonna stop right here. Have a nice day, everybody. Don't come to Canada. Stay in your country, and then be kind to others, particularly Kamsak people. I know there are a couple of good people. Most of them, they don't talk each other. Native people or white people or yellow people, please talk each other. I never see you guys people hang around, socialize one another, each other. Without communication, there will be tension around you, or hate crimes arise like in Alberta. I just give you advice, making yourself socialized with other peoples. Don't drive your cars and walk on the street. Don't yell at each other. Walk on the street. And there is one thing, funny thing, I tell you. Funny thing. Before ending my story. Most of people who drive the car, they are not living in the on the surface of the ground surface. I mean, they don't walk. They don't take a walk. They all the time living in the space, driving their car. When they coming out from their house, they get on their car and drove, and then they go to their place where they want to go to, or work places. Which means about 80% they are living above the ground. Above the ground. They never touch the real earth ground. They live above the ground. In the house, their bed is above the ground, right? And then they walking, and then they have a sex, or they're washing their hands, they do everything home inside, and early in the morning when they go to work, they coming out the house through the door, and then they maybe some people they touch they can touch the earth ground to step on their car. Maybe, yeah. Some people don't. Some people do. Anyway, they got in the car and drove their car to the workplace, and then they touched the ground, maybe, to walk into the office or other work areas. So they touched some areas on the ground surface. Which means I think most of people living in Kamsak minimum, 60% of their one-day life is above the ground, above the ground. That's funny. Bye-bye.